So here's Sarah. She's in a great mood and she's ready to get through a pile of dirty dishes. She's got her soap and her sponge ready to go. But the moment she turns on the tap, disaster strikes. Instead of a nice stream of water, the faucet starts spraying everywhere. It's hitting the walls, soaking her clothes, and making a total mess. Sarah is stunned. She tries to shut it off, but the handle just feels loose. Now, Sarah isn't the type of person to give up easily. She thinks, I can handle this. She goes to the closet, pulls out a heavy wrench, and decides to try some DIY repair. She's staring at the faucet, looking pretty frustrated and honestly a bit confused. She's trying to figure out if she needs to tighten the bolt or replace the whole thing. After a few minutes of struggling, she realizes she's in over her head. The leak is actually getting worse. Sarah decides it's time to call in a professional, or at least a very handy friend. She reaches for her phone to call Mark. Her phone rings. Hey, Mark, are you busy? I'm in the middle of a nightmare here. My kitchen faucet is basically a fountain right now. Mark laughs and says, slow down, Sarah. Take a deep breath. I've got my tools in the truck, so I'll head over right now. Just try to soak up the water with some towels until I get there. True to his word, Mark shows up a few minutes later. He's carrying his heavy duty toolbox. Sarah looks so relieved to see him. Thanks for dropping everything to help me out, Mark, she says. Mark just smiles and says, no problem at all. Let's take a look and see what's going on under there. Mark clears out the cleaning supplies from under the sink and crawls inside the cabinet. Sarah stays close by so she can help. Mark calls out, Sarah, can you hand me that needle nose pliers from the top tray? She finds them and passes them over. Then he says, I think I found the leak. Hand me the plumber's tape, would you? They're working perfectly together, and Sarah is learning a lot just by watching him fix up the pipes. After a bit of banging and clanking, Mark says, okay, I think we've got it. Turn on the water, but do it slowly. Sarah nervously twists the handle. She's waiting for the water to spray her again, but it doesn't. The water flows smoothly into the sink. You did it, she yells. They give each other a high five. The crisis is finally over. Now that the faucet is working, they still have to deal with the mess. The floor is soaking wet. They work together to mop up the puddles and wipe down the wet counters. Mark starts packing up his tools, putting everything back in its place. Even though the kitchen was a disaster 10 minutes ago, it's already starting to look normal again. Mark notices that Sarah looks pretty exhausted from all the stress. As he's leaving, he says, you know, Sarah, you've had a really stressful day. You shouldn't have to cook tomorrow night. Why don't you come over to my place for dinner? I'm planning on making my famous spicy pasta. Sarah's eyes light up. Honestly, Mark, that sounds amazing. I'd love to. They walk over to the calendar hanging on the wall to set a time. Sarah checks her schedule and points to the date. Tomorrow is perfect. I'll show up around 7 if that works for you. Mark nods. 7 is great. I'll see you then. Sarah finally relaxes. The sink is fixed and she has something fun to look forward to tomorrow. And that's the end of episode 6. We covered a lot of great phrasal verbs today, like figure out, mop up, and look forward to. If you're enjoying this story and finding comprehensible input helpful for your English, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. In the next video, we'll see how the dinner date goes. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.